But the who am I must be pursued much farther than this. You are none of that. That is a coat that you wear, a coat of skins, if you like, the physical, mental, emotional, and etheric sheaths that comprise the 3D one you call self. Rest with that a moment. Maybe push pause or something. Take a deep breath or two with me here. Just be with this a moment or two. See this, that is all. Just observe. Those are levels of being, yes. But are they you? How far have you gone with your observing, your watching of self? Are you not the one who observes these things, these levels of being? And if you are the one who observes, now follow me here, then how can you be that which is observed? Hello. You stand up above that somehow, don't you see? What can be observed may exist within you, but it does not contain nor define the wholeness of you. Try this on. Before that body was born, your body, you existed, right? Ah, that arrests that other way of thinking, doesn't it? You are not that. You pre-existed that, so it cannot possibly contain the fullness of you. You are not that. You wear that for a time, it is true, but that does not define who thou art. Are you stepping back with me now? Don't be afraid. Even if it's strange territory, it's still you. You're just not accustomed to abiding in this, that's all. You've been too identified with all of that. Well, there's nothing wrong there until you let it limit the fullness that is you. Then you've got a challenge, you see. Then you've created a cage. Do you see? Do you see how you yourself have caged you? Well, sure, you had help. Sure, the controllers played a mighty part in this, but I say, so what? To heck with them, my friends. They're just big fish in the littlest of ponds. Later, you'll see how their situation is very pathetic and small. Right now, just stay with me here. So, back in heart with you now. We're up above this whole 3D realm just now. We're looking down on it and seeing how we built our own cage and then stepped into it too. But guess what? The door isn't locked. No, there's no one in existence who can cage you but you. Now, leave the mind out of this. Some of you have very persistent minds, and they're interfering with the experience of the others. Do you realize how you're all connected up much more than you know, okay? Do see how your every thought has an effect, one that's much wider than you're used to, or used to thinking it is, I know. But from the heart, let's start perceiving this now. We're all quite connected up. This is not ephemeral, not esoteric, not philosophical at all. This is direct experience for those in the heart. That's where you come in contact with all your brethren out there. To go within here is literally to reach out. I am that. These words make new sense. Heart sense, though. This makes no sense to the mind. Okay. Looks like that's about as far as I can take you this time. Quite a few came along for the ride. As you go back over this journal, you can have this trek once again, but it will be new for you each time. You can begin to realize, to directly experience, in fact, how life's a spiral that you climb. You may come around all the way and be on the next rung up, the next spiral turn, up above the experience you had one level down. But that experience looks a good bit different from here. The mind wants to travel on the surface of life, and that's what it's good for, analyzing and operating within or on that surface. You are not that, however. That is a tool you were given a long time ago that somehow got all mixed up with your identity. As the quite powerful tool that it is, it quite took over for you. You haven't been steering your own ship for some time. Well, that's all coming to a screeching halt now. We're enjoying the time of awakening. Yes, all of us. In ways large and small, we're all arising in every moment. Thus, you will find that rather than just read or listen to these journals just once, there is new depth to be explored as you rise in awareness with me. There's deeper benefit there than you first perceived. You felt it, yes, and you were blessed. But just stay in heart and realize you may be called back to certain ones. Don't listen to mind over this, but enter in to find the new flow that is there for you now. Changes in you have opened new horizons of self. You are more able now to go deeper, for one thing, but it is more than mind can comprehend. So, just don't question it when your heart leads you to something, to anything, even if you've been there before. Begin trusting heart over mind. Just simple things. When you're in heart, you'll be led. Learn less reliance on head. That's what I'm saying to you here. The way mind thought things were, it doesn't hold. It isn't real. Do the mantra for mind. Oh, and one last thing. Don't forget to enjoy.